Hi, I'm James Robinson. I manage money for a living. My company is called Robinson Stocks, and this is my stock pick of the week. Today we're going to talk about the company BHP, formerly BHP Billiton, and not surprisingly, the ticker symbol for the company is BHP. I'd like to invite you to follow me on Twitter. My Twitter handle is @RobinsonStocks. Oftentimes I post information there on the market that I think is pertinent to our portfolio or to value investors, videos that I think are good or articles that I think are interesting. Also, if you're following me and you make money off these videos, I'd love it if you'd subscribe. Apparently I need 1,000 subscribers to start to monetize this channel. So if you could do that, I'd appreciate it. Also, I'm interested to know where my followers are. So drop me a text or drop me something in the comments that tells me what city and country you're following me from. I like adding dots to this map. Thanks. When I find a stock that I like, I do 5 videos on that stock. The first one is an overview, which this is the overview for BHP. I'll follow that up with a look at the operations for the company, one of the balance sheet. I do one on the dividends of the company. And finally, I do one on the company's ability to create wealth for the shareholders. Those 5-part videos, it's about 35 to 40 minutes in total if you watched them all. And hopefully you'll find information as an investor that you'll find interesting in any one of those videos. So BHP Group Limited operates as a resources company in Australia, Europe, China, Japan, India, South Korea, as well as the rest of Asia, parts of North America, South America, and if there's any place else left, they probably frankly have operations there as well. They're one of the largest mining companies in the world. They operate in copper, iron ore, and coal segments. They engage in the mining of copper, silver, and zinc, molybdenum, uranium, gold, iron ore, and other metallurgical and energy coal. The company is also involved in mining, smelting, and refining of nickel and potash development activities. In addition, it provides towing, freight, marketing, trading, marketing, support, finance, administrative, and other services in the mining industry. The company was founded in 1851. It's headquartered in Melbourne, Australia. BHP employs 45,295 employees. The big takeaway here is that they're the largest mining company, one of the top 2 or 3 largest mining companies in the world, depending on how you define that, whether that's by tons produced or revenues or by profits. But they're always in the top 2 or 3. So I'm always going to show you, I think they're a very well-run company, but they're an extremely large company. As of September 13th, 2022, the company had a market cap of $193.7 billion. It had revenues of $65.41 million for fiscal year 2021. The profits for that year were 20.25. Its PE ratio is currently 6.52. The company is a yield, believe it or not, of 12.46, which I realize is spectacular. The company's total debt at the end of 2021 was 18.25. They paid off about another $2 billion of debt since then. The company's not a member of the S&P 500 because it's an Australian-based company. And again, it employs about 45,000 people. So very, very large company, very attractive PE ratio, extremely attractive yield. And in a lot of industries where things seem to be going their way, as you can imagine, the price of coal is going up very dramatically because of everything that's happening in Ukraine, and Europe is really in need of energy. So very solid company. You're going to see as I go forward that there's a lot to like here. But again, that 4.6% yield is really, really good. One thing to keep in mind that is important to know is this company pays dividends biannually instead of quarterly. So the dividend has just been paid for the second half of 2022, and so you have to wait till March of next year to get your next dividend check. That sort of does it for the fundamentals for the company. So as we've talked about before, I tend to look at companies and in about 30 different categories, I give them a rating between 1 and 4. 10 of those areas that I rate companies on is for their operations, which is how good a job the company does delivering goods and services to their clients, how efficiently they do that. 10% is on financial, which is really a measure of debt and cash and how safe the company is long term. And the final 10 categories are a measure of the company's management skills. And I look at management skills as the ability to create wealth for the shareholders. So are they buying back stock? Are they paying dividends? Do they seem to be reinvesting the retained earnings well? That sort of thing. So when I add up this company, it comes up a total at Grit GPA of 3.21, which puts it very, very high in the companies that I've looked at. Any company over 3 is something I consider to be investable, and less than 20% of companies attain that. So to find a company with this solid a set of what I consider to be fundamentals, and have it trading at 6 or 7 times earnings, and have it paying a 12% dividend, as you can imagine, it's a stock I've taken a very large position in. So that does it for the overview of BHP. Hopefully this video will entice you to watch the other videos where we talk about the operations of the company and how good a job they're doing of delivering goods and services to their customers. When we talk about how safe the dividend is, I mean, it's paying a 12% dividend, but is that something you can really count on? What the financial structure of the company is like, its debts and its cash positions. And then finally, is this company really investable for the very, very long term? Because the management does a great job of enriching shareholders. So those are the next 4 videos, and hopefully you'll watch those. Also, as I said, I manage money. So if you're interested in having somebody help you manage your money, I'd love to chat with you about it. Feel free to reach out to me in the comments. Thanks.